Have you ever been on a crowded bus or train, seen an older person get on, and felt that little nudge to offer them your seat? It feels like a natural, almost instinctive act of kindness, right? But have you ever wondered where this custom comes from? It's not just a random act of politeness. It is a tradition with deep historical roots that tells a fascinating story about how our societies have evolved. Let's take a journey back in time to uncover the origins of giving up your seat. Our story begins in the 19th century with the rise of public transportation. Think horse-drawn omnibuses and the first steam trains clattering through rapidly growing cities like London, Paris, and New York. In those days, public transport was a new and often chaotic experience. The carriages were bumpy, stops were sudden, and simply staying on your feet was a challenge. Society back then was very hierarchical, and etiquette was a big deal. Rules of chivalry, which had their origins in medieval codes of conduct for knights, were still very influential in daily life. A gentleman was expected to show respect and offer protection to women, children, and the elderly. So, offering a seat wasn't just about comfort, it was a public demonstration of one's good breeding and moral character. It was a sign that you were a respectable member of society. As we move into the early 20th century, public transport systems expanded massively with the introduction of electric trams and subway systems. More and more people from all walks of life began using them every day. This is when the idea of giving up your seat started to become more formalized. Transportation companies themselves began to encourage this behavior. Why? Well, it was partly for safety. An elderly person was much more likely to fall and get injured in a moving vehicle. Promoting this etiquette helped reduce accidents and potential liability. Posters and signs began appearing inside buses and trams, with messages like, "Please offer your seat to the elderly and infirm." This transformed a personal act of chivalry into a widely recognized public duty. The two world wars also played a significant role. During these times, there was a huge emphasis on national unity and collective responsibility. Everyone was expected to do their part for the war effort and for the well-being of the community. This sense of shared sacrifice extended to everyday life. Giving up your seat to an older person, a wounded soldier, or a pregnant woman became a small but powerful symbol of social solidarity. This period really cemented the practice as a core social value, a sign of a caring and cohesive society. After the wars, especially in the post-war boom, this custom became even more ingrained. It was taught to children in schools and at home as a fundamental part of being a good citizen. It wasn't just about age anymore. It was about acknowledging vulnerability in general. The focus shifted slightly from pure respect for elders to a broader sense of compassion for anyone who might be less able to stand people with disabilities, pregnant women, or those carrying heavy loads. The act became a universally understood gesture of empathy and consideration. So, the next time you offer your seat, remember you're not just doing something nice, but you're participating in a long and rich tradition that has evolved over centuries. It's a legacy of chivalry, a product of urbanization, a symbol of wartime unity, and a testament to our shared human empathy. It's a small act that connects us to the past and helps build a more considerate and caring community for the future. And don't forget to subscribe for more journeys into the stories behind our everyday lives. See you next time.